You shouldn't expect many changes after the NFL Combine. Maybe a few players up and down slightly, but you shouldn't expect much. However, the markets are really going crazy in Superflex, especially at the 101. And the thing is, we now got a battle at the 101, believe it or not, and it's Anthony Richardson versus Bijan Robinson. We're catching this mostly on social media. So this is people talking in the tweets, talking about how they're going to value it. They're going to be going with the quarterback over Bijan due to that super flex value. And I'm not here to really give an opinion, but I'm here to really think things out with what the market's doing and see how we can manipulate it or how you can use these theories to manipulate your league or go forward. But when I think about these people thinking about going Richardson at 101 in Superflex, one thing that tells me is it might be very league dependent here with what you want to do due to your market, your individual market, because Superflex leagues, Dynasty leagues are different one for one with the trades. The trade market's different from league to league. I hear it all the time in the comments. Some leagues don't trade. Some leagues are hyper trading. Some leagues are not on the values and you got to underpay, oversell, or whatever. So really, you got to know your league with this case. You got to know what you want. And there is a big possible downside with Richardson. There's also a huge upside due to what we saw at the Combine, due to that Konami code. So you're taking a risk there. There's also other quarterbacks on the board that you can pivot to, that you could trade down to get and pick up extra capital. You got so much to do with this pick that you need to explore all options, see what you could get back, see what could happen here. If you're really thinking about pivoting from Bijan, it's great that the value just increased. That's what this tells me, that your 101 just increased with value, especially in the Superflex spot. So that means that you got more options. You got more options to look at, and that's always good. Even if you're still going Bijan, you still got more options, which means you got more value, more suitors, more ways to trade, maybe trade back one pick and get them. I don't know. You got some options here, and you're just going to have to be creative with it, see what you want. I do know that if you're leaning Richardson, you're probably in a league that really values the Superflex spot. They hold it to the Superflex value, and that no one's going to trade a top-tier quarterback without catching a bag, and you really need that to really remain competitive for the long term in your league. On top of that, if you're leaning Bijan, it's because you're good at quarterback or the value in quarterback's not matching super flex standards and you just want to go with the running back. I think both are good cases. One thing is you want to think about the shelf life at the running back position, the volatility. Once he gets 2 or 3 years into the league where he's going to be at value, his value is already so high that it can't stay there forever, so you're going to catch some peaks, dips, and valleys. You need to play all that into the prospect portfolio for the long term baked in. When you look at Richardson, you see this high upside, but don't forget the lowlights either, because that floor is 0. That floor is not high. You got this big spectrum. With Bijan, you're at least going to get somewhere here. However, we know for the long term at the running back position there is some risk there, but we're also not playing for 10 years down the road. We're not looking for 5, 6, 7, 8 years down the road. 3-year windows, 4-year windows, 5-year windows. You really need to look at the build of your team, look at how you're looking at. And if you're looking at going quarterback at the 101 here at this year, you may want to look at other options. Maybe trading back, maybe getting one of the other quarterbacks, maybe seeing if you can trade for, as a package, one of the top NFL quarterbacks. That may not happen, considering that you're looking to snag a quarterback at the 101. That tells me that they're holding the quarterbacks in your league at a high value. But there's just so many options here. And really, I'm just talking about theory here, and I want you guys to think about this as well, what you're doing, what you're thinking. Because I see people talk on Twitter, and I see this, and they're content creators. However, they got to create the content. I also see the value. And I also see the philosophy behind this. I could also see multiple different ways where you can get the job done if you really want that top-tier quarterback position. Because you got that 101, you also got other assets. Maybe you make a play for one of those top quarterbacks. You just keep going to other managers, see what you get if you want to do that. That seems like a safe route. You're paying a little bit more, but maybe that's the thing you need to do. You don't have to worry about the downside. If you shoot for the upside here, you might catch the downside. Or you just want to shoot your shot, see what happens, and you just accept the risk. Or you go with Bijan. You know you're getting a top-tier running back, generational talent, and see what happens. Get it? Generational talent. And then we're going to roll with that. But you got options. Options are always a good thing. The thing is, it makes people kind of nervous with how they want to think things through, but really just be calibrated. We got some months now, some weeks before we have to make these decisions. Let's see what the draft does. Let's see what it does to the stocks of these players, but don't jump the gun like a lot of people are doing. Just be calm, preserved, and see what happens. Going forward, test the market, kick the tires. You never know what'll come back at you. Well, you might, depending on what league you're in, but still, just see what can happen for you. Let me hear your comments below. I want to see what you're thinking about on this. That's why I'm not just jumping in at you with opinions. I'm just going all over the place with theory just to get your wheels turning. That's because mine are turning, and that just deserves the content. I want to thank you for watching. Smash that subscribe button because I have more videos out to help you build your dynasty teams, to get you thinking, to help you for your rookie drafts, help you set lineups in the future, and all that good stuff. Again, I want to thank you. I'll catch you on the next video.